Episode 356, the law firm using AI to get ahead. Crosby's story.
The primitive forms of artificial intelligence we already have proved very useful.
AI is a golden opportunity.
How do we ensure that this technology is regulated?
The long arc of technological history is now in an extraordinary new phase.
The AI6 podcast with Joanne Sweeney.
A New York startup has raised $85 million to make the case that the billable hour is on the way out. Crosby is an AI-first law firm that combines licensed lawyers with AI agents to review contracts, charging a fixed price per document instead of charging by the hour. Their median turnaround time is 58 minutes. Their clients include some of the fastest-growing companies in tech like Cursor and Ramp, and AI startups such as Cognition. Hello, and you're very welcome back to AI6. I'm Joanne Sweeney on a mission to upskill 500,000 people in AI in just 6 minutes a day. So, my friends, any of us in the professional services industry know that AI is totally disrupting our business model. And 3 years ago, I saw the curtain coming down on how I ran my business. But this story from New York shines a light on how the legal industry is being disrupted by AI and how innovative young lawyers are responding to that threat. So Crosby is not a legal tech vendor selling software to traditional firms. It is a registered law firm with malpractice insurance that has rebuilt how legal work gets done from the ground up. And here's how it works. A client sends a contract over Slack or email. An AI system triages the document, works out what type of agreement it is, pulls in context from previous work with that client, and produces a first-pass review with proposed red lines and explanations. A human lawyer then spends their time on the pieces that need judgment, risk calls, non-standard clauses, and the places AI cannot reliably assess what's acceptable. The client gets back a marked-up contract, typically in under an hour, plus a commentary table and a drafted response they can then send straight to the other side. CEO Ryan Daniels, a Stanford-trained lawyer and former associate at Cooley, describes Crosby as a new kind of firm built around AI. His argument is straightforward. If AI can handle most of the mechanical contract reviews in minutes, charging by the hour no longer makes sense. The incentive should be speed and quality of outcome, not time spent. The commercial traction backs this up. Crosby came out of stealth in 2025 and was soon processing around 1,000 contracts every 3 weeks, with a median turnaround of 58 minutes. By early this year, the firm says it has reviewed more than 13,000 contracts and helped negotiate over $1 billion in contract value, up from about $30 million less than a year earlier. It has raised about $85 million across 3 funding rounds, led or backed by Sequoia, Index Ventures, Lux Capital, and Bain Capital Ventures. And even Cooley, the big law firm where Daniel started his career, has invested. So now, my friends, billable hours in professional services is under pressure. The 2026 State of the U.S. Legal Market Report from Thomson Reuters and Georgetown notes that profits per lawyer at the largest American firms have risen by roughly 54% since 2019, even as total demand and hours have been far more modest. Firms are earning more not because lawyers are working dramatically longer hours, but because they've pushed rates up. At the same time, Thomson Reuters legal tracker data shows that about 90% of all law firm revenue still comes from standard hourly billing arrangements. The gap between rising prices and relatively flat productivity is exactly where AI creates pressure. The same report warns that generative AI will compress tasks that used to take hours down to minutes and will intensify client pushback on pure time-based pricing. Surveys of law firm leaders now show growing expectations that AI will drive more alternative fee arrangements and non-hourly billing over the next few years. Big firms are already experimenting. Cleary, Gottlieb, and others have launched separate units or partnerships to offer AI-assisted contract review at significantly lower cost than traditional associate work, precisely because clients are questioning why they should pay by the hour for what increasingly looks like workflow plus software. The legal market is worth hundreds of billions of dollars globally, and that underlying tension between time-based pricing and AI-accelerated delivery is not going away. So what about beyond law and across the professional services industry? Any professional service built on selling time faces the same pressure. Consulting, accounting, communications. If the core deliverable can be partially automated, and in many cases it can, then charging purely by the hour starts to penalise efficiency instead of rewarding it. The firms that figure out outcome-based pricing combined with AI-augmented delivery will pull ahead. Crosby's model is instructive. They did not just add AI into an existing partnership. They built a new kind of firm around what AI makes possible. Engineers and lawyers sit side by side. Every contract review feeds a data flywheel that improves the system for the next one. The AI learns each client's playbook, their preferred clauses, their risk tolerance, and their negotiating patterns. This is an organizational redesign story. And if you think about it, how we've run our businesses has to change. And my challenge to you this week is, how are you redefining, redesigning, and re-offering your business proposition to your clients, to the market in the AI age? That's it for today's show. If you're ready to turn these insights into skills, here's how I can help. Get your copy of my book, AI Playbook, on Amazon. It's the perfect companion to the show. For weekly AI strategy, subscribe to my newsletter, Human in the Loop, on LinkedIn. Or if you want to take the next big step, you can take our CPD accredited professional diploma in AI. Maybe you need something more tailored for your organization. You can book a call in my calendar at digitaltraining.ie. Or if you work in government or public sector, go over to publicsectormarketingpros.com. If you found this episode useful, please share it with a pro that you know. And I'd love to read your comments on Spotify. And if you can, take a second to like, rate, or subscribe wherever you listen. It really helps the show. This is AI6. I'll talk to you on the next episode.